present you the different items we've developed on Odoo. So we are here today to talk about omnichannel sales and Odoo, and especially about integration with Shoppingfeed and Procuros. First of all, let me introduce myself quickly. So I'm Arnaud Percy. I'm the founder of the service company. So we are an Odoo partner based in Belgium and in Paris. We are working in Odoo since 2012. We are partners since 2019, but we've been starting working with Odoo in 2012. And we are about 15 people in the team right now, and we've been focusing on omnichannel services. We've done a lot of just general projects, but we have one focus around omnichannel. So what are the sales today? So today you have two big main channels, like are you selling B2B or B2C? If you are selling B2B, you can have some internal sales, you can have some sales agents, you can have a B2B portal, you can have orders coming through email, EDI, B2B marketplaces, you can go on fairs, and you can get orders by phone. If you do some B2C sales, you can have some sales coming through your website, from your point of sale, you can have them coming from your marketplaces and social media. The evolution of the e-commerce sales today is pretty good. So we've been having some peak sales in COVID, but actually today we are reaching the levels of the sales during COVID. So we can see that in Germany, in United Kingdom, we are like at 27% of online sales, which is very huge. So it would be a bit sad not to take a part of it. Within the online sales, there are the marketplaces sales. What's pretty interesting is the marketplaces are taking a bigger and bigger volume of the sales. So just between 2022 and 2023, the marketplace sales have risen 10.5% in France. Company like Amazon, just in France, has more than 21 million customers. And today, 62% of the online purchases are done on marketplaces. So it's getting bigger and bigger. Everybody thinks about Amazon as a marketplace because it's the most known, but actually there are more marketplaces than what you think. Most of big retailers today are opening their website as a marketplace. So you can have a quick look here. Maybe you didn't know, but Decathlon, you can buy items that are not from Decathlon. Same for Auchan, Galeries Lafayette, Fnac, and all these, and much, much more. Like some very quick example, we are here on Nature et Découverte. This is one of our clients. If you see it written in small, it's vendu et expédié par Kiddy Wolf. So it's sold and shipped by Kiddy Wolf. So you are on the Nature et Découverte website, but you are not actually buying from Nature et Découverte, you are buying from another supplier directly. You can have the same here on Decathlon, where you can see some Puma that are just directly sold by Puma. So this is a real evolution. Decathlon goes even a bit further, allowing to sell in stores items from the marketplace. So there are some sellers just putting products on the marketplace. The seller in the store can just do the sale, you pay at the cashier, and then you get delivered at home from a product that they didn't have in the shop. All this is pretty cool, but actually it's a big mess because you have to handle this. So you have your marketplaces sales, you have your website sales. On the B2C clients, you have to manage some prepaid sales. On the B2B clients, you have to manage the postpaid sales. You have some B2B portal sales, you have sales agents, EDI orders. All this is very complicated. Even for the logistics, sending an item to just a regular customer is very easy. You're just like sending a parcel, they get a tracking number and they can follow it. Sending to a big B2B client is totally different. You have to sell a pallet. This pallet has to have a SSCC number. You have to have some precise packing list. You have to provide some EDI documents, etc. This is what we try to resolve, and we actually successfully resolved with Odoo and some partners. So you can have, you can see here the scheme where you have your sales channels that are multiplied. So the marketplaces, website, B2B sales agents, and the B2B sales. So the marketplace sales, you're able to get them through Shoppingfeed, and the B2B sales from big retailers, you can get them through Procuros. So let's deep dive a little bit in the Shoppingfeed connector. So we've developed the Shoppingfeed connector. Shoppingfeed is a marketplace aggregator. So Shoppingfeed is a platform that connected more than 400 marketplaces that allows you to manage easily all your sales channels. You can manage your product listing, stock levels, sales channels, get your orders, and all the following. We've developed the integration between Shoppingfeed and Odoo. So all your Odoo products are arriving to Shoppingfeed. All your Shoppingfeed orders are coming into Odoo, and you also send the tracking number when it's sent. You can also post the invoice when it's sent, and all the information that are needed to the client. There's maybe one other challenge when you're selling on marketplaces is you have to be very efficient, because you get some penalties if you don't deliver client on time, etc. Because these brands, if you sell on Decathlon, it's still their name that's sell. The people that goes on Decathlon thinks that he buys from Decathlon. He doesn't know he's buying from you. So you have to respect all these delays, and so you have to have your things working very well. And so that's what we are doing here. We handle, a bit more particularly, if you do some marketplace sales, you can also decide to do, like on Amazon, you can do some FBA or FBV. So it's fulfilled by Amazon, or it's fulfilled by vendor. So you can have some items that belong to you but that are stored at Amazon, or these items can be stored to you. All this is managed. We also manage the multiple languages, multiple warehouses. If you sell on marketplaces in Spain, you are able to have a warehouse for all your sales in Spain, another warehouse for all your sales in Belgium or France. Another issue we've been solving with Procuros is all the EDI sales. So this is something we implement for our clients. We didn't develop the connector, so it has been provided by Procuros, but we implement it for our clients. It helps the clients to manage the B2B EDI sales. So if you decide to start selling to Conforama or Carrefour or any big retailer, they will not be coming on your B2B portal to buy items. They will not send you an email to buy items. They will require to have their system communicating with your system. There are some EDI standards, but there are as many standards as people in the room here. So it's a real job to have all these trade partners connected. So that's the job of Procuros. So they do the integration with all the partners, and we manage the integration between Odoo and Procuros. The third aspect on which we've been working is all the integration of the logistics partners. So you have your sales on marketplaces for your B2C, you have your sales on your by EDI for all the B2B, and then you have to ship all these items. So we've been developing some connectors with, the first one we've connected is Effortlessly. Effortlessly is a French WMS that's used by more than 40 e-fulfillment centers in France and Belgium. So the main ones we've already worked with is like Brennilog, Dometrans, Logvad, Acolyte, and Europartners, but there are some other warehouses using their software. And there we are able to get all the orders that come to in Odoo, generate the delivery order from Odoo, and then push it automatically there. And once the shipping has been handled by the partner, we get back the carrier, the tracking number, if it has been shipped in multiple parcels or not. We've developed some other integrations. Another one has been done with Cedis, that's a Belgian logistician, but has warehouses in multiple countries. And they are more specialized in B2B logistics, so they are shipping containers and pallets instead of parcels. And within that integration, we also handle all the SSCC numbers, the packing list, to be able to provide the information to Procuros that will be able to generate the DESA-DV that is needed for the B2B clients. And then we've started an integration with ShippingBo. We are discussing with other providers, and basically today we can connect any WMS to be able to manage all your sales. So it gives, this is the whole scheme with all your orders that are passed on the different marketplaces and channels. All these orders are coming to Odoo, and then we are able to send it to the right logistician and handle also all the accounting, all the invoicing. I didn't speak about it, it's Odoo standard, but of course we manage all the OSS, applying the good tax based on the destination country. Yeah, of course, if it's B2B, applying no taxes, etc., all this is handled. Once the logistician have treated the order, all the information with the tracking number, etc., is going back to the platform. So, yeah, in a summary, it allows you to scale your sales. So we have clients selling easily on more than 10 marketplaces. It's nearly as easy to handle 10 marketplaces than one marketplace. The only thing you still have to handle is the after-sales services, so replying to your clients. This is something you have to keep, but you can scale without any problem. You can have all your accounting and financials that are fully automated. So you know exactly which order is paid or not, which marketplace owes you money or not. If it's B2B clients, you manage all their payment conditions, etc. You let your logistic provider handle the goods and manage the inventory levels. That's also one good point, is that you don't have to handle the peak periods. It's a problem for your logistician, so you can do a Black Friday, you can do any sale, not having to think about the resources you need in your warehouse to be able to handle it. You can focus on your core business and your growth, and our solution is in permanent evolution. We've just started now integrating Fair also, that's a B2B marketplace. So it's basically the same as marketplaces, but it's aimed for the B2B markets. Yeah, I've been a bit too fast, but yeah, it's a bit room for more questions. So feel free to scan the code and ask your questions, and I will reply them with pleasure.
Thank you, Arnaud. I'll let you take some time to fill in the pad if you have any questions. We do not have any questions yet.
Okay.
I have a first question. Bingo. Oh, it's erasing. It will come back probably. First question is, what are the advantages of connecting all this software with Odoo?
There are plenty advantages. There is one, I think one of the best advantages is to handle the stock levels. That's a real hassle. When you are selling multi-channel, if you have some sales on your website, you can have your website on Odoo, but you could also have another website that's connected to Odoo, and then some sales on marketplaces, and then some B2B sales. You're able to know which items are reserved, which items are already sold, and having a real-time synchronization of all the stock levels within all the platforms. I think that's the best. You can have, of course, a centralized view of all your sales, your turnover, all your you're getting everything in one place, and you also have a real ERP in the middle of all of this to be able to manage also stock levels, your purchases, being able to see your forecast, sales forecast, etc. This is very, very important. When you combine B2B sales and B2C sales, it's often pretty difficult to manage the reservation because the B2B clients wants higher quantities, but he doesn't want them directly. So working with an ERP, with Odoo actually, lets you decide if you want to reserve them now and make them unavailable for all the marketplaces or all the other sales channels, or if you want to reserve the quantities on the next reception and be able to continue selling to your B2C customers. Yeah, I have a lot of other advantages, but
yeah, we won't have the time to list them all. Can you handle perishable goods? Can you track lots and packagings? So that's two questions in one.
So the first question is?
Can you handle perishable goods?
Yeah, and actually it's joining the second question because as many of you know that in Odoo the products with DLC with consumption limit are linked to lots. So we have, this is mostly in the integration with the logisticians, we have the possibility to manage the lots. We can know exactly which lot has been sent, but we can also force some lots. So we have clients with DLC that have B2B contracts where they have to send minimum 6-month validity products. So we can force the lots on these products not to apply the FIFO. And for the packagings, we also handle it. And it depends on how the logistician works. But most of the time on the in the warehouse, it's considered as two different products. Yeah, so you have like the item is a product and the pack of 12 is another product. In Odoo, we handle it as a single product with, of course, the packaging, and we convert on the fly between Odoo and the logistician, so they get the right info to be able to prepare the order.
Okay, thank you. Next question: what number of orders do we need to use your solution? Like,
it's a good question. I think there is no real minimum. It depends. Yeah, it's a calculation you have to do with the time, the time you waste between your accounting, between the accounting, managing the stock levels, managing the shipping. So it could be, I don't know, maybe 200 orders a month. It's pretty fast, and also because if you have a small amount of orders, but still you integrate it, you're going to have some time to work on your sales and focus on marketing, and so you will get more orders by doing it. So I think there is no real minimum. If you want to stay small, maybe there's a minimum, but if you want to grow, there is no minimum to start. Okay.
Is Shoppingfeed available in all countries? And that leads to a second question. Is it one different integration per country?
So Shoppingfeed is available in a lot of countries. So they have offices in Europe, in France, I think in Germany, but I'm not sure. They opened in New York also, so they are covering a lot of countries, and it's handled as stores. So it's not depending on your country. It's depending on the countries within you want to sell. You will have multiple stores on Shoppingfeed. On the Odoo, it's one integration, but within the integration, you will have multiple stores. Each store can have a default warehouse, but after that, each channel can have also another warehouse, and will have also a default language for the catalog, etc. So if you want to start selling in Spain, you can have a warehouse for Spain and your product catalog for Spain, and you just can start selling there.
Okay. What is the type of your clients, like the sector, for example?
Most of our clients are clients that are developing their own brand. So we have some distributors as clients, but most of them are developing their own brand. We have a lot. We have like do-it-yourself with some tools and other stuff. We have some toys. We have some wood. We have some items for sport. We have like a lot, and it's mostly SMEs and and some bigger companies, but mostly SMEs for now.
Thank you. Is the product data and is it permanently synchronized between the marketplaces and Odoo?
Yes, so we handle the product data in Odoo, so we will handle all the descriptions, all the attributes, the pictures, etc. We handle it in Odoo, and it is, you can choose to sync it instantly. I think the basic configuration is like daily, but you can just, if you want it every 10 minutes, you can have it every 10 minutes.
Okay. Can Procuros connect to any EDI? What do we do if they are not connected to an EDI?
Okay, so Procuros are supporting basically all the EDI formats and other, even if it's not real EDI, but like just like CSV, etc., they handle it. And they are growing as a startup, so they've raised funds and they invest in new connections. So they only ask for a monthly fee, and if they are not connected to your partner yet, they will just connect it for you, and you don't have to pay them for that. Okay. So it's pretty convenient.
Okay, thank you. Could you describe the main steps of such an integration, and how is the pricing structure?
So the main steps are of such an implementation. First, we will do some quick analyze on how is the company working today already, where are they already selling, and so that's make us the first MVP to be able to switch. So that the first we try to have it the lighter as possible. So I'm thinking about some clients that were first they just wanted to handle their sales, and then they started to sell on marketplaces. So we added this after, and now the marketplaces are running. They have some bigger clients asking for EDI, and now we are doing the EDI. We can do it all in one, but it's a bit more risky, and it's also in the Odoo philosophy to try to avoid the big bang. So mostly we try to do it step by step. But if we do it all in one, it's also possible. But we will really analyze. And the pricing structure, we analyze the needs of the company, because in a project, so we've been focusing mostly on sales, but there's also the procurement method. So we have some clients that are doing the MRP by themselves, other that are buying and selling. So we also check the whole company and how it works. We do a price estimate for the implementation, and then there are some, we have some fees that depends on the volume, etc. Just for the connector, for the Procuros connector, they also have a fee. But that's like, it's very hard. We cannot give a price like that. We have to analyze it depending on the structure and the volumes.
Okay. Do these integrations also manage returns of the goods that are made from the marketplace? Sorry, does the data go back to Odoo?
So the returns, we do it. It's the thing for which each of our clients work on a different way. So we have some clients asking to have to handle the returns by themselves because they want to do some quality checks by themselves before having them back in the stock. We have some clients that have the logistician that are getting the returns back. So we have we get the info from the logistician that the good has been returned, and if we have some Amazon sales, we can also have the information and then handle it in accounting. But this is not out of the box because there are too many ways to work on returns. So we do it. We can handle it, of course, but it's each company has its own way of working, and so we do it for each company differently.
Okay, thank you. And last question: can you connect my Shopify? Obviously not mine, but can you connect my Shopify website to Odoo?
Yes, yes, we can connect Shopify website. We also do some WooCommerce websites, Magento websites. When it's B2C, we try not to debate if the website has been chosen. We let the client use it, of course, and we are there to help having things working. When it touches to the B2B portal, there we really tell our clients to try to use the Odoo website, because you're able to handle the price lists, you are also able to handle the payment conditions. You will have all these items easily available in Odoo that are not or difficult to sync with other websites.
Okay, thank you. Seems like we do not have any other questions, so if you still have one question, do not hesitate to come see Arnaud at the end of the presentation. Thank you, Arnaud.
Thank you very much.